EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Eric Ebron.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. A dump off to Smallwood. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
46-yard line.
Ben to throw again. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Ebron.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Easy. 44. He's 2.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Blanketed coverage by Houston.
Good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Texans nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Carter. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Sanu. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. They'll run on first down. Carter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete to
Mohamed Sanu. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
At 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The 37-yard line.
66. 77.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Johnson.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
48-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Jack 16. No spacing.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now.
That's the score. Steelers 14, Texans 7. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what down, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
On first down, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mohamed Sanu with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
The kick is
and this one through the uprights and good.
The game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Sutton now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
21.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Back to Smith-Schuster. This time complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Wendell Smallwood, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Chris Boswell.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Carter. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Number 3, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It's a gain of 10. And the Texans first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
James Conner.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a game.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. It's Carter, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
On second down now. It's Carter, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice to the encore. You know, you know.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Carrier.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and
Now a give right side. It's Carter.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the 2nd half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Alert. 41 right. Bandit. Check. Hot. Switch.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to the tailback. Yeah, like an egg underhanded rule with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
You turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a give right side. Carter, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
41 Mike, right here. Alert. Squeeze.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
41's coming. 41's the Mike. You can't block me. Hey, 41 Mike. Come up the ball. 41 Mike. Hey. Watch the pass. Here we go. 41's the Mike. You don't want 44?
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next. 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Connects with Sanu right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Carter. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
TJ,
no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Watson. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mohamed Sanu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Middle. 41. Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
There's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return to form of Roethlisberger leads to the return to form of himself.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you're worried about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 50-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Carter. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Well, with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
13 yards.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks. And it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a give right side. Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Another carry.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAnthony Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. On 2nd down, it's Carter. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
Khalil Mack. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. 8. 41 to Mike. Middle. Target.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Number 3, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The final shot before the break. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks. As time expires in the first half. And the Texans, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.